Hello, Capricorn. Let me get my laptop situated here. Let's play with the light. Nope, don't like that. Don't like that. I like that. Let's turn it down a little bit. What? That's kind of nice. You can see. I seem to have a glare. I think it's because it is nighttime. And my big old light is on. So, okay, Capricorn. So, I know it's September 12th. If you remember, August readings were for energy that we're going to go through the 11th and kind of linger ish for a lot of people. So that's why I just kind of wait till the energy tells me it's time to start doing the readings. So again, you know, the universe doesn't operate on the calendar, the Gregorian calendar that we operate on. So I am trying to set the intention that this month's readings, that this set of readings is going to be for the remainder of September, so that I can keep it's nicer. It's a nicer package to just have it in the month, in the calendar month. So I don't know what layout I'm doing yet. We'll probably stick with the 9-card grid with a center card. What I'm starting with is a couple of new decks that I got that is going to give us Divine Feminine and, excuse me, terrible itch, and Divine Masculine. I haven't seen a deck out there yet called Divine Masculine. Can somebody please make one? That'd be great. Or if you know of one. And then we will wrap it up with the Sacred Traveler, okay, to balance. Because I do feel like the purple, like the Sacred Traveler deck is all purple, you know, feminine and masculine, it can be represented by red and blue. Red and blue together make purple. So I'm just having a little fun. This is what I'm doing. So let's see what comes out. I'm going to start with the Divine Feminine, and we're going to do, okay, we're just going to make the whole grid like I did last time, and then I'll start reading. So Capricorn, I am asking for clear, sorry, I was snacking right before I got on. I'm asking for clear, positive, forward movement messages and guidance for Capricorn for the last 2 weeks of September, please. In their highest good, always. So, in the 12-month system, I am a Capricorn, born on Christmas Day. So let's see what comes through if it resonates with me. Usually I don't not even thinking about myself when I'm doing these readings. So we shall see. Let's see what goes on here. I really want to make this the center card. So I'm feeling like, okay. Okay, cool. So we're going to do, I'm going to start the grid. I'll do the left 3. Yeah, okay. And then we're going to make the center card the purple. You're my first one, Capricorn, this month. So, and I always try to just kind of let the energy carry me in the moment. So let's get going. So I'm going to start this grid. Yeah. Top down for whatever reason. Oh, very nice. Okay, my deck's upside down. We're not going to worry about that. I'm just going to flip them over. Very nice. Okay. So you got, I'm going to butcher this, but you got Vajrayogini, the essence of all Buddhas. The essence of all Buddhas. That's kind of a big deal. Lilith and Esther. Huge. So I'm going to do the masculine. Yeah. So I'm going to do the masculine. Okay, that sounds right to me, actually. We're going to get the masculine on the far right column, then going down. Oh my goodness, these cards are jumping out, this Viking deck. They're I've had this, they've been doing this since I bought them, they're just really anxious. And maybe there's a little bit of it comes through as more, not jittery, well, jittery, chaotic, a little chaotic, that they're just like, yes, 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 yes. The divine masculine. Not just men. This is not like women, men. Okay, right? This is the energy within. So don't focus on, this is not going to be a relationship reading necessarily, right? Oh, itch, itch. So let's get this grid on the right side. I love Queen Esther. My grandmother's name was Esther, and it's a beautiful name. So we're going to get that. Damn, y'all, you got 22 after I said it wasn't going to be a relationship reading. Oh, well, we'll see. And now we will get the Sacred Traveler down the middle. Cool. I like that. To balance the two, okay? And this is about balancing within. So we are going through a very, very pivotal and important time, Capricorn, not just you, but the entire planet. And expanded out from there too, where we are being asked to really essentially balance the masculine and feminine within, because that is what is going to bring unity within, which is going to bring unity without, going to bring unity consciousness together, okay? Which is going to allow us to start to reconnect with soul family in a bigger way and really step into our missions and start freaking bringing these missions to life, okay? It's time. It's time to start building them in the physical. It's time to start doing shit, okay? We have been in the being for a very long time. I get it. We're human beings. We're not human doings. We came here to do as well as be, okay? We had to remind ourselves and learn how to be again before we could do. And I totally get that. And I do feel like for a lot of us, we're really antsy to get going, to get into that doing and action. Okay, so let's get this center row, and then I'm just going to see what the story is. I love that you got Lilith and the 22. Oh, okay, good. Dang. Oh, okay. And then I'm going to get a final one, I think, from this deck too, probably. Okay, so if we do, let's see, what do I want to do? How do we want to read this? So, like I said, you got Vajrayogini. Okay, I'm going to look it up. We're cringing out there, I feel like. Let's see. Is it alphabetized? Freya. T-U-V. No, not alphabetized in the least, y'all. So I'm going to just see if I can just magically find it. Fatima. This is a beautiful deck, y'all. Pope Joan. Hell yeah. I didn't know she was in here. That makes me happy. And I swear I went through all this. I just forget. Joan of Arc is in here. Okay. Can we please find Hestia, Isis? Damn. White Buffalo Woman. Ooh, Esther. That's cool. Lilith and Esther are right next to each other in the book, y'all. I don't know. I feel like that does sometimes mean something. Okay, here we go. Of course, there's no pronunciation. Hey, y'all who make decks with friggin' cards like Vajrayogini, could you please put the pronunciation in the books? That'd be great. So I'm just going to Vajrayogini. I apologize. I'm just going to, from now on, say all the Buddhas, okay? And it says, the essence of all Buddhas, I have the power to make each moment sacred. Everything is material for my liberation. What does that mean? I really want to see. This person is the power we all possess to transform mundane experiences into higher spiritual paths. This being is considered the supreme deity of the Tantric pantheon. She is both a Tantric priestess and a female Buddha. According to Miranda Shaw, who is a scholar, no other male Buddha, including her divine consort, approaches her metaphysical or practical import. In other words, she's a big deal, okay? So what it seems like to me is she's this ascended master who is incredibly powerful within the divine feminine energy. So, yeah. She's considered a meditation deity. Her red body symbolizes her inner fire. You guys, fire is coming through so much this year. Fire, 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 fire. And the flames that surround her represent her exalted wisdom. Her third eye reflects her ability to see through to the reality of all things in the past, present, and future. She carries the Dakini's curved knife, which cuts through all obstacles and illusions. Hello? Is this you, Capricorn? Are you just slicing through everything that's in your way right now? This is what I've been seeing collectively, is collectively, everything that we no longer need, we are setting on fire. Shit's burning right now, okay? So let's see. She is easier to reach during dark times in our lives, even if we feel far from spiritual. So that's interesting. Yeah, so her energy is sharp, intense, and uncompromising. That's totally what I'm getting. Is she is unapologetically powerful. Okay, and a lot of us are figuring that out right now. A lot of us are in a big way really seeing, like for me personally, I'm really being shown my mission. I'm really being shown where I'm going to be. And I think that's happening for a lot of people, is you're starting to get messages possibly of where you need to be, of what you need to let go of what you need to, hopefully we're all getting messages of that, what we need to let go of and what we are going to be coming into. So damn, yeah. So you're starting off, like I'll get to the center card too, but I'm starting at the bottom and I'm going to kind of weave my way up like I've been doing and follow the storyline. But then the center card is Journey by Moonlight, Believe in Magic. So this is a journey of trust, right? You feel like it's just darkness in front of you, but remember the moon is out during at night, and this is obviously metaphorical, right? It's not going to be out every night, but for your journey, it is. It will light your way. Okay. So that doesn't mean you have to look at the lunar calendar and make sure that you embark on some journey on the full moon. It does not mean that at all. Some of you, sure, take it literally. I don't, whatever you need to do. But what this is saying is your path is always lit. And so even if you can't see it, it's important to trust that it's there and trust that you'll know as each step you take, if other things are falling into place kind of effortlessly, even little stuff, okay, then you're going the right way, okay? So trust that even though it may not be super clear, something inside you knows which way to go, okay? So that's your center card, but let's keep going with the story. So this lovely lady, the essence of all Buddhas. Like, she's so fucking amazing. They call her the essence of all Buddhas. And she was a female Buddha, very decidedly feminine. Okay. Not balanced, both, or not, I shouldn't say that, not male and female, like some of the Hindu, deities are. And so everything is material for my liberation, meaning everything is within reach. Abundance is right there. Abundance is well, we are. Everything is here, right? But everything is right. You don't have to, I wish it was, well, maybe it'll come. No, everything is right there, okay? Imagine you're grocery shopping for everything you need for your mission, and everything is fully stocked on the shelves. There is never going to be anything that's out of stock or discontinued or anything for the things that you need for your mission, okay? So let's keep going. So the next one, this is going to be interesting because yeah, I like it though. I like where this is going. So this next card is intriguing. Fogged in, go slow, take time. So piggybacking on this beautiful, powerful energy, you don't have to worry about jumping off the cliff just yet, okay? Your guides are telling you it's okay to take it slow. It's okay to integrate this powerful energy that you have just cracked open in yourself, okay? It's okay to do that. It's okay to sit with it for a while. It's okay to go, okay, let me pull back and look at it from an observer's perspective. Show me one step at a time, because this is overwhelming, because it's so much. And so it is okay. I don't know about you guys, but this card has always made me think of Starbucks. Doesn't that kind of look like the Starbucks cup? The Starbucks logo. I can't stand Starbucks, y'all. So I love this card too. I haven't seen this card in a while because it's right. There's fog, right? And so it's okay to take it slow, but it also shows this kind of this castle in the background, that this ship looks like it just left from there, right? It looks like it's like leaving that in the past. And so, this may have been a symbol of abundance, a symbol of success, a symbol of abundant success, a symbol of an established life. That's what's coming through very strong for me, is a symbol of a very solid foundation, a solid, stable lifestyle that you are now embarking away from. Okay. So that's an important message too. And it's okay to take it slowly. It's okay. One baby step at a time. Next, from this beautiful Viking deck, I'm going to have to look this up. So bear with me, because I always want to know the creator's intent as well. And then once I get to know that really well, then I am able to intuit on my own. But I promise you the message comes through regardless, right? So you've got number 3, Thurisaz. Look at her. She's gorgeous. So interesting. The Divine Masculine deck, you got a woman, and then you got 2 symbols. You didn't get any divine men. That means something, but we'll get there. So Thurisaz, number 3. I'm just going to take my time, you guys. I'm so tired of trying to make these less than an hour and then just feeling like I'm talking a mile a minute. And do not get drawn. Oh, this is so important, you guys. So important. Pay attention, Cap. This is a big one. Do not get drawn into unnecessary drama. And there's your reading. Thank you, Capricorn, I'm kidding. Wow. Like, if that isn't saying everything right now. I feel like, Capricorn, if you want my honest opinion, you need to take a break from social media. Whoever's listening, if this is resonating with you, if you kind of feel a lump in your throat when I say that, you need to step away from social media. Take a break. Don't disable anything, but just commit to taking a break. And a lot of times, I know I have friends who like make fun of people who go on and do a post saying, I'm going to take, this month off or whatever. So I'll see you all on the other side or whatever. And then they make fun. Oh, like anybody cares. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I have 1,000 friends. I would hope somebody would care if I took a break and didn't let anybody know. Right. And so I think there's nothing wrong with making that kind of post and saying, hey, I'm going to take a few weeks, a few months, because I feel like posting about it gives you accountability for that commitment. So if you need to post about it, then do it and say, I'm taking a break. And then you'll do it, because if you sorry, shake the table, shake my laptop. If you post about it, then you're more likely to do it, because then you're thinking in the back of your mind, well, I can't get on and post because everybody saw my post that I was taking a break, and somebody's going to go, thought you were taking a break. So, it gives you accountability. So anyway, I want to read more about who this beautiful woman is. Thurisaz. Thank you for the pronunciation. Stacy DeMarco. I heart you. Be my bestie. You know how to make a deck, girl. This is a fucking gorgeous deck. Do not get drawn into unnecessary drama. I just don't even want to go on. There are many sides to every story. Ignorance is no excuse, blah, blah, blah. This talks about researching a situation. I'm not going to go down that road because I feel like that is not part of your message, Cap. Okay, your message is step away. Step away completely from the division. Okay? You don't need to be a part of it. That whole thing that goes around, and I'm not discounting native wisdom. I think it is beautiful. I think it's all like flooding back. It's ancient wisdom. But I think it gets misinterpreted. This one that goes around talking about, oh, well, there are 2 wolves inside of you. One is serving the light. One is serving the darkness. Which one wins? The one you feed. When actually it's more about not engaging the darkness, right? Like, if you're feeding the light, a lot of people think, oh yeah, well, you need to be, feed the light so it can fight the darkness, I think is what a lot of people translate that into. And that's not the message at all. What it's supposed to, Well, and I guess I shouldn't say that. Everybody has their own interpretation, right? Wherever you're at. But what I feel they're really saying is, yes, feed the light. But if the darkness rears its head, you can't just ignore it. Acknowledge it and don't engage, right? So there's a big difference anyway. So what I'm saying, so the conflict, the battle, the fight, there's just no, like, notice she's got, I don't even know, she's definitely dressed like a warrior, but at the same time she feels like her energy, like she's not holding, here's my thing, is she's not holding a weapon. She doesn't have a shield, she doesn't have a sword, she might be dressed like a warrior, but I feel like she is done engaging in battle, engaging and giving the sides a reason to keep fighting. Okay, the more people that contribute to the division, the longer this war is going to go on. The war is an illusion, you guys. All this stuff that we're fighting over has been created to distract us and keep us fighting. So we don't pay attention to what's going on up, on the higher echelons of our reality, right? Our higher offices and so on. So she's gorgeous. Let's see. Choose the positive flow of enthusiasm. Fecundity. Look that up, y'all. No idea. And passion rather than aggression, small-mindedness, and force. There you go. Okay. There you go. So Thurisaz is part of the Elder Futhark. Oh, cool. I've been learning about runes, and I made my own runic set. I'm sure I said that wrong, but I'll learn. Although often referred to as a thorn, this rune more accurately represents Thor's hammer, Mjolnir, and the god himself. Thor, a protective figure who defended Asgard from the giants, is the hero one calls upon to fight for freedoms and balanced expansion. Okay, so in other words, what they're saying is Thor has been the champion, right? The savior. And I guess she represents, it's interesting. Interesting that it's coming through as kind of a female Thor. Like, I like that. The hammer can easily be misconstrued as a dull brute of a weapon, but in this case, the hammer is used to smash ignorance and small-mindedness, as well as clear away untruth. So it's not about fighting. It's about clearing away. And it's, and it's more, and I don't even like, and I get it, it's the Viking thing, but I don't even see, it's so interesting because there's no hammer in this artwork, but I'm going to go with it. There is a solidity that Thurisaz requires, an acknowledgement that we have the wisdom and tools we need within us, that we do not always have to look outward for validity. Thurisaz suggests that courage may be needed to overcome our hesitancy to strive for greater creativity or prosperity. Absolutely. The hesitancy comes in the form of, oh, but the battle's not done yet. The war's not done yet. I have to armor up. I have to weapon up. I have to defend. I have to protect my family. I have to defend my side. I have to finish fighting before I can move into my mission of creating this new world. And that is, guys, that's old. That's old energy. It's time to let go of that, okay? There is nothing you need to do other than your mission, okay? And this battle that you're perceiving that you're supposed to be taking part in is an illusion. It's not for you. There are people who are still in it, playing it out. They're going to play it out as long as they need to. If you're listening to this, you are done playing in that field. You're done pretending that this is a fight between dark and light, between good and evil. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So let's see. The element is earth and fire. Big surprise. Another fire coming through, right? So earth, stability, fire, passion, change, huge transformation, right? Fire comes in and just wipes all the old out. So more fire energy. So let's keep going because I know they're going to start talking to me even more. The next one is Lilith. So again, super interesting to me that this is a divine masculine deck, very much so. This woman comes through, yet she's representing Thor. That's a very balanced, that feels like a very balanced message. Like, oh, and another thing too, oh gosh, this is so important that I have been seeing for the collective too. And so it's coming through for you, Capricorn, really strong, is that women especially, or anyone embodying divine feminine, I don't care what your package looks like, okay? What did I just say? I don't care what vessel you chose. If you are here to embody divine feminine, then it is time. You have been doing a fucking amazing job embodying that beautiful divine feminine. You're doing great at that. You have been doing great at that. We have been hermiting. We have been awakening our sacral, awakening our womb space, awakening our creation space, and creating and conceiving and, just opening up this creative space for so long that now it is time for us to allow our masculine to come through again. Okay. We can create all day long. If we don't bring that masculine through with the strength, confidence, action, okay, courage, if we don't allow that to come through, we'll never do anything with it. So that's another message that's coming through this beautiful female Thor, is that it's time to let that masculine shine through, because look how strong she is. And I'm not saying divine feminine isn't strong, but divine feminine embodies conception, creation, and compassion. Yes, there is strength in that, but when we have the balanced masculine within, right? Because the masculine brings the strength, the courage, the confidence, the action. That's what that is. I'm not talking about men and women, right? I'm not talking about male versus female. I'm talking about the divine masculine and feminine energy that makes up all of us within. Okay. So next, moving on to Lilith. It's like Lilith is saying, I got to follow that. And she would have said that. Okay. Beautiful. The first woman. Do we need a more profound divine feminine symbol in this reading? I am the voice of my body and soul. Holy shit, you guys, I could read a lot into that. I choose the life that I desire to live. Okay. I am not going to say certain words that will flag this video. I'm just not going to. However, take this as you need it for what is going on in the world right now. Again, you are meant to pull back. Okay, please pull back, look at what's going on in the world as an observer, and really start to see the ridiculousness of the butting heads of the conflict. Okay. I need you to see that, Capricorn. Your guides are like coming through going, please stress to them that they need to step back now. It is not your job to be in the trenches right now and to be perpetuating the war. Okay. That is not where you're supposed to be. I promise you. But what is coming through huge is, yes, the masculine's coming through. And boy, are you going to be bringing through this divine feminine. The first woman, I don't know what, I want to look it up because I want to know what the intention is. I am the voice of my body and soul. It is time for bodily sovereignty. Okay. Not just energetic, everything. We have physical bodies for a reason. Okay. And we're going to for quite some time yet. And, we always talk about, but we're souls having a human experience. Yes, we are, with bodies that still need to be taken care of. Okay. Excuse me. Yep. My body always tells me when I'm on the right track. And what is going on is we're learning, this is a huge transition, you guys. We're learning how to truly take care of our bodies so that we can achieve vibrant health within, okay? Yes, we're going to be able to transcend, sure, people talk about, if you're high vibe enough, you could eat McDonald's every day and it won't affect you. If you're high vibe, you're not going to want McDonald's, okay? I'm just telling you. If you're still craving that I still crave comfort food. I eat French fries, okay? But I don't eat McDonald's. I eat organic baked French fries. Not always, sometimes. I like Wendy's fries, to be honest with you. And I'm not saying that if you do still go through the McDonald's drive-thru that you're fucking up, that you're not high vibe. What I'm saying is recognize that it is a dip in the old energy, or that it is you kind of allowing yourself to go down into the pit for a minute and succumb to that comfort, that old energy comfort food. And that's okay. Okay. Just don't, like I say in every reading, right? Sit with that as long as you need to. Eat the Big Mac, eat the fries. Oh my God, enjoy it. Enjoy every bite. Otherwise, why? If you're going to take a bite and beat yourself up for every bite, then seriously, really explore what's going on there. If you're going to do this, then fucking do it. If you're going to eat a Big Mac, then do it. Enjoy every goddamn bite, okay? Because your craving it on some level for a reason. Okay. So why not like just allow that, allow it, enjoy every fucking bite. Okay. So, but because that's sovereignty too, right? Knowing when we need to, kind of, and maybe it's part of us saying goodbye to all this old stuff too, right? Like I firmly believe eventually there will be McDonald's is either going to go away or they're going to need to really super change the food that they serve. Okay. And again, I'm not saying if you're craving it ever that you're not high vibe. What I'm saying is we all have those dips into the abyss, into the old energy. Allow it. But where we're going, when you reach a certain vibration, that old energy comfort food is going to be repulsive to you. And honestly, really what it's going to be is just a non-issue, right? It's going to be a non-thing. You'll be like, oh, I forget that even exists because you have no desire for it, okay? So, and this is going to help you, again, yeah, we're going to transcend. I have a friend who always tries to call me out and say, oh, well, the Tibetan monks can drink poison and they survive. And they're, that's what we're supposed to be doing. You guys, baby steps. We want to skip all of the hard work, right? And just get to that point. Oh, I want to get to that point where I can have my Frappuccino every day and still feel amazing and not get fat and not get diabetes and not, right? And we're not there yet, you guys. We have a long way to go to get there. And when we get there, Starbucks won't exist. I'm trying to tell you that it's not a high vibe thing, these foods, okay? And when we're high vibe, we're not going to want anything to do with them, okay? So anyway, okay, I'm going to keep moving. So then that takes us to the center card, right? This journey. So you're going to be, again, I want to look up Lilith because I'm curious. Ariadne, love it so much. Where are you, baby? There we go. The first woman, Lilith embodies our sovereignty to declare our desires and do what must be done in order to live them out. Again, right? The comfort food, the old comforts, they're being ripped away from us right now. So it's okay to dip back in there and say goodbye. It's okay to experience that one more time. But again, if you're going to do it, set the intention to enjoy every second. Okay. And then say goodbye. According to Jewish folklore, Lilith was Adam's first wife. She was created from the same earth as Adam. So when he expected her to be subservient to him, she refused. I don't know. I have my own opinion on that. I don't think that was an expectation of him at all. Lilith explained to Adam that they were equal, uttered the divine names, and flew away. Okay. That's an interesting story. I'm not going to, it's got nothing to do with you guys, Cap. You can look that up on your own. The story doesn't resonate with me. Yeah. So like most women, strong spiritual women, divine feminine embodiment, she was made to appear as this actually says fearsome, vilified woman. I believe I agree with this woman, Judith Plaskow, who has transformed her into a wise, empowered woman. I absolutely agree with that. Okay, she embodies the emotional and spiritual aspects of our unconscious or unrealized desires, sensuality, and unbridled sexuality. Okay, she owns her body and soul completely. For many women, Lilith is an icon of freedom. Yes, just don't turn her into a warrior. Don't turn her into some sort of savior who's going to come and save us, or don't worship her, right? Channel her, tune into her, connect with her. She is here as an equal, yes, an ascended master, but they all come through, guys, as reminding us that we are too. All of us are ascended masters. These are just the names that they know here on this planet, right? And so they come through, we channel them, we tune into them, they come to us to remind us that we are them. Okay. So don't put her up on a pedestal. Tune into her and realize that this is you, that this is energy that you can channel through you. And notice her heart It's just, there's a lot of heart cracking open right now, you guys. Her heart is really open and just emanating. And let's see. She is the woman who refused to be dominated or defined by anyone or anything outside of her. This is our journey, guys. Sovereignty. Okay, I want to keep moving because I know this is going to take forever. But take what you will from that. Incredibly powerful. You got the essence of all Buddhas and Lilith so far, and then Esther coming up. I mean, just really, 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 really powerful, big, big divine feminine energies coming through for you, okay? That are bringing fire, transformation, big change in your life. So then you've got your center card of the grid, your journey, okay? So you're going to be embarking on some sort of journey, either in the physical, but even if you're moving or changing jobs or whatever, this is a spiritual journey, right? This spiritual journey, you're going to be, I don't want to say ascending to a whole new level of it. You're going to be walking through a doorway and attaining a whole new level of your journey in the next few weeks. What? Damn. I would say in the next month-ish. Okay, I'm going to keep these readings as the last 2 weeks of September, but you know, the energy again doesn't care what the date is on the calendar, on our ridiculous calendars, right? And so just know that it's coming soon, okay? That this, and I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to take you by surprise. It's going to be a veering of your path, and it's going to come in the form of, you know, this whole, I'm the voice of my body and soul, you know, it does bring to mind to a specific thing that's going on in the world right now, right? Yep, if that tells you anything. And just the resistance to it, right? And the division that it's creating and the other topics, old topics it's bringing up for everybody that is kind of also about sovereignty, right? And bodily autonomy. And so it's just dredging up all the crap off the bottom of the ocean, you guys. And it's for us to finally heal it. And so this journey that is going, this new path that is going to reveal itself to you is going to come after a perceived tragedy. Okay. I don't want to say tragedy might be a little strong. A perceived setback. How about that? You may have to walk away from your job. You may have to move states because of situations. You may have to walk away from a partner. Okay. Because of conflicting values with all this stuff that's going on. Okay. You know, there's a difference between, again, it's the wolves, right? There's a difference between staying in your sovereignty and just, you can, it's okay for you to leave situations that are not aligned with you. You know, a lot of people think, oh, but I should be able to, you know, the monks, when they were thrown in prison or whatever, they still found their center and their yes. And we're being asked to find it in our current situations. Not always. Okay. Sometimes you're being shown that you can leave. It's okay for you to leave. Just because we are finding our true selves, just because we're raising our vibration on a minute by minute basis right now, doesn't mean we have to stay in a situation that is constantly bombarding us with lower energy. Okay. You can heal that. And after removing yourself from it, because it's going to come into your face regardless. Now, if you're in that energy of, well, I can't leave, or I'm not ready to leave or whatever, then you're not done yet in that situation, and that's fine. Okay. But I will tell you, if it's something that is harming you in any way, a job, a partner, right? A situation, whatever it is, a place that you're living, if it is something that is harming you in any way, then the universe is telling you that it's okay for you to leave. In fact, it's that your guides really want you to leave. Okay. And apply that wherever you need in your life. Okay. So then you've got this rune, 21. This was 3, by the way, which is a very powerful number. The power of 3. I always see just kind of like the universe moving heaven and earth, you know, metaphorically to show you your path. Okay, so this is 21, Laguz. I'm going to look this up, and I apologize, but whatevs, you're good. I think you're good with me looking it up, because I really am trying to get to know him, and the best way to get to know him is to just do this. Okay, so this goes along with go slow, take time, and it's coming in right after this new journey, right? Oh, you're going to, and again, I think a lot of you are going to go, oh, how will I ever recover from whatever? Okay, I just walked away from a job. I just walked away. I just moved across the country. I just moved out of a situation that I just had grown accustomed to, and it was abusive. I just, left a partner. I don't know how I'm ever going to recover. And then this door is going to open and you're going to be like, oh, I can go that way. Okay. However, the first line on this is do not push forward, do not force the issue. So that door's going to open and you may feel an energy of, I just want to run. I just want to run and jump off the cliff. This is coming through again, right? As kind of a thread through the whole reading is go slow, go slow. No one is asking you to jump off the cliff. You don't have to. Okay. You can take the time to remember that you have wings first, and then you can go. Okay. There is a time and place for everything. Allow things to come to you now. Be refreshed by a slower pace. That's kind of nice. So that's the second time that message is coming through. So that's very important for you, Capricorn, is there is nothing that you need to rush to do right now, okay? Everything is going to fall right into your lap. Every next step, okay? And it's going to take its sweet ass time. So you're going to have to be okay with that, okay? Allow yourself to dream. Holy shit. Okay, so I do feel like this is coming through too, is just this divine feminine, like, yes, it's time to act, it's time to do, but just not on everything, right? On the things that you're ready to go. Like a lot of us are feeling that energy, that fire under our ass, right? Like, okay, now I want to do something. I want to, okay, I'm a Reiki master. I want to do something with it. I want to help people. I want to do Reiki on people, right? I want to facilitate more. And so that's going to happen. You're going to be putting, it could be as simple as posting on social media. Again, I know I told you to pull back from social media, but before you do post on social media, that, hey, I'm going to put myself out there. I do Reiki. I'm a Reiki master. I do Akashic records readings, or I do hand analysis, or I do QHHT or BQH. There's so many beautiful modalities, you guys. I can't even think of them all. There are so many, but there are a lot of beautiful modalities. Whatever you're doing, put yourself out there that you're doing it. And I think you'll be surprised. Like, I'm not saying that Facebook is going to garner a ton of clients, but start telling people, right, in person. Oh, well, if they people, what I'm finding is, we've become programmed to ask people when we run into them how they're doing, and the program also includes the energy of hoping that they just say good, good, good. How about you? Go good, 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 and then you can move on with your life. Like, it's become a pleasantry. My advice is to, if you're going to ask somebody, really care about the answer and put that energy into it, and really open the door for them to share what they need to share, maybe with somebody that they're dying to share with somebody, because then they will do the same thing for you. And then you can say, hey, well, I learned this new modality and I would love to, I'd love for you to experience it. Or, I would love, tell people, that's all I'm saying. Let's see. Use your imagination more fully. So this is more creation energy coming through, taking it slow every step of the way, taking a break. I've been saying this for every sign for months now, is there is never going to be a point where we don't need self-care anymore. I don't know why we ever got this idea that, oh, well, I'm going to do self-care now and then I won't need it. Oh, when I'm sovereign and when I'm totally aligned and in my balance, then I can just work 23 hours a day. I won't need sleep. No, you guys. Again, we're learning how to take care of these physical bodies in a big way right now. They're going through a lot. They're going through a huge upgrade. And so we need to focus on them for, every day. Every day needs to be self-care, not just for the physical bodies, obviously. Whatever is pulling you, okay? We need a lot of really in-tuned and effective and streamlined came into my head, but that's not quite right. Like, we're getting better at self-care. And so it's not taking as long, if that makes sense. Like before, I would have to leave. I'd have to leave and go take a little solo trip for I've done 3 weeks before. And now I'm like, okay, if I do this every day, then I don't necessarily need to do that anymore, because I'm getting better at it every time. And so we are getting better at it, but we still need it on a daily basis. And so this is asking you to, you've got the do, but then you've got, don't forget about the BBB. Okay. If that makes sense. Don't deny that. Don't forget. Yeah. And this is even huge fiery energy that is coming through. Like there's a lot of strong masculine energy here, even through this beautiful divine feminine, this first woman, literally the first human woman. There is no more divine feminine than that. And she's coming through with very masculine, okay, you can act on these things that I have helped you create. Yes, but take it slow, baby steps, and revel in it. Revel in the journey, revel in each step. And don't forget about your self-care. Okay. And this is a very watery energy, which is interesting. So you've got earth, fire, water, a lot of fire in the divine feminine and a lot of earth and water. I think mostly earth. That's the water. The other one is very earthy. Laguz. Laguz is how this is pronounced. It's the rune of the waters or lake. And it's about imagination and dreaming. So definitely slowing down and being more introspective, but not a hermiting, right? It's not coming through as a hermiting. Okay, I just want to make that clear. Laguz carries a deeply spiritual energy, one that asks us to connect with the more intuitive and even psychic aspects of ourselves. It asks us to feel our way rather than to think our way. So what was I saying about this card? And this Laguz is coming in right after it, is the path is in front of you, even if you can't see it. So you have to just trust that it's there and continue to take the steps, but it's okay to take it slow. Okay. I hope this is coming through clearly. I feel like I'm okay. Word vomit. Next. Beautiful, beautiful Queen Esther. My grandmother was Esther. I've always loved the name. The morning star. My ego is in service of my soul, and I trust my soul's divine timing. More trust, more, just go, just keep moving forward, whatever you do, even if you're crawling. Okay. Keep going. So I'm going to look this up because I really want to. I know that she was like right next to Lilith. I should have kept Lilith open. Sorry. And I'm not going to be able to find it now. I don't know what I'm not sure what the, it's like, it makes no sense. There we go. The order of these things. There we go. Queen Esther was right after Lilith in the book, which is cool. Which, tell me how that makes sense. It's not alphabetical. I have no idea. Esther represents the powerful combination of feminine intuition and divine timing. Again, the timing, it's okay to be okay with going slower right now, even though you have that fire under your butt, right? Like, you're going to be acting now because you're bringing through that masculine much more effortlessly, right? But you don't have to do everything all at once. We get kind of that, we've been hermiting a long ass time, right? We have been hermiting a long time. I get it. I'm right there with you. I am ready to move. But that energy of I'm just going to do, like, I'm still, where the trap we can fall into is we've got all these fires burning, right? And we try to stoke them all right now, right? Oh, well, I just want to do it all. Like, I want to write a book, and I want to start a healing center, and I want to get my name out there for a Reiki master, and I want to sell my essential oils. Like, this is all my personal stuff that I'm doing, and I want to do shows, and I want to do card readings. And, I have all these things that I really enjoy doing, but you cannot stoke all of the fires at once and have them all do well, right? And have them all really take off. And so it's time now to kind of focus on 1, 2, for some people 3 things. It depends on how time consuming and big they are, right? For a lot of people, the 3 things are kind of married together and really go together. And so, but it really is 3 different things. But for most of you, it's going to be 1 or 2 things that you're going to focus on. And so ask for clarity. Go, tune into your own intuition and say, okay, show me which one or ones I should be focusing on right now, because I want to do it all. And I feel like every single one of these things that feed my soul, that I'm passionate about, are pulling me in different directions. And so it's not that you're letting go completely of these other things. It's just not time yet. So in a lot of ways, for a lot of the stuff that we've been cultivating and creating, the world's not quite ready yet. Like, I know people who have been literally creating brand new modalities. Like, and of course, I think every one of us brings a unique modality to the planet. But I know people who've, I'm calling it this, and I'm creating this, and they just want to jump right into the lava right? They want to jump right off the cliff and get it out there. And that's beautiful, but it needs to be, the world needs to be ready for it. So for a lot of them, it's going to be maybe picking a few, it's not necessarily going to be picking the biggest things. Okay. The biggest fires. It might be, okay, well, I'm going to do, this is going to actually help this big fire. So the universe may point you in that direction. Okay, do this smaller thing first because it's more manageable and it'll keep this slower pace that the energy is really kind of demanding right now. Okay. Yeah, we've been going, balls out for so long. We've been going just, what is it? Throttle out. That's what I was trying to think. Balls out is something different. But we've been going, just 1,000 miles an hour for so long, with the internal spiritual growth, right? That we're kind of translating that, we're bringing that masculine through and translating that in the external, in the physical. And really the universe is asking us to, okay, you've created these beautiful things. And yes, I know you want to go, 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 but the world's not quite ready for everything yet. So, and you're going to overwhelm everybody. And so just go ahead and take it slow, and you're going to burn yourself out, right? We don't want that. We're done doing that shit. We're done doing burnout. Okay, Esther. Blah, 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 blah. Sorry. She had very strong intuition. She was beautiful. Ooh, she was a, they're even, okay. Sorry, sorry. Let me just skim this. She was brave. So her people were being hunted. Her people were being attacked. Her people were being killed. And her beauty, she used her guile, you guys. She used her wiles. She used her beauty to capture the attention of the king. And once he was fully and truly in love with her, then she revealed to him that she was who she was. He didn't know who she was, and that her people were being killed. And so, and then she was able to convince him that one of his ministers. Okay, so it was one of his ministers. Interesting story. So, and I remember this story now from from growing up Catholic, but, yeah, her name is derived from the word meaning bright star or morning and evening star, which is cool. Like balance, right? Total balance. So she was beautiful, and she embodied this beautiful divine feminine energy, but she also used that and acted on it and did something to save her people. Okay, which is really cool. So she is courageous and brave. That is masculine energy, you guys. I'm not saying, I don't want people to twist this into, oh, well, women can be brave. Yes, that's the masculine energy in you. Again, stop, don't interpret it as, I kind of feel like people are like rolling their eyes at me. I'm really just kind of trying to convince myself, right? Don't interpret it as, when I say divine masculine, that I'm saying men. Okay, it's not the same thing. So let's see. She used her courage. She trusted her intuition and used divine timing to save her people. Okay, the ego has a timetable that the soul couldn't care less about. This timetable thing, right? It's a perfect time for everything. So just know that. And this is coming through so many times for you that it's got to be a big message for you. It's okay to take it slow right now. And again, this is just for the last 2 weeks of September, possibly a couple more weeks after that. But then you've got this huge new, remember, this is the anchor card of your whole grid. This is the center card, okay, of your 9-card grid of this new path. It's right in the middle. So I do feel like in the next 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks, a brand new door is going to open for you. But again, it's going to come after you have been able to let go of something big. Okay. So you are going to be asked to stand up for something that maybe you never thought you would stand up for. Okay. A lot of people are completely shifting their belief systems right now. You may be asked to walk away from something that you don't really want to walk away from. But just because you don't want to walk away from it doesn't mean that you don't need to walk away from it. Because what this letting go of this big thing in your life that you're afraid to let go of, right? I get it. The fear is real. What it's going to do is it's going to open up a door that you could not even have. I always tell people, think about the most amazing life you could possibly imagine. And I promise you, it's nowhere near what the universe can give you. Like, we are meant for such amazing, great things. And we will come into these things if we can just let go of the expectation of what we're supposed to be doing, what our future is supposed to look like, what our life is supposed to look like. Let go of the expectation and focus on how you want to feel in the future. How do you want to feel right now? And sit in that energy. I don't know about you, but I want to feel completely sovereign, completely free, and a deep sense of fulfillment that I'm doing what I came here to do. That's the energy I try to focus on. Whatever that's going to look like, I don't know, but the universe does. Okay. And if I try to assign an appearance and specific labels and situations to it, then I am not allowing the universe to bring me what my birthright really is. Okay. So let's keep moving. This is after Esther, a view from above, get the big picture. So again, a lot of energy coming through for everybody this month, the rest of this month and into October, about really separating from the division. Pull yourself out of it. Okay. Step out of the bubble and be an observer and look at it from a perspective of an observer, not of somebody who's plugged into the matrix, because you're not plugged in anymore. And so you want to step out of that bubble and look at it. And again, you're going to see how ridiculous it is. You're going to be like, oh my God, what was I doing in there? And here's my thing. Here's my advice. And this came through me the other day and I had to share it. I can't remember. I think I was doing a video for my other channel. And this came through big time, is how you can tell if you're getting pulled into the energy is if you have shifted shifted gears from sharing your truth from your heart with unconditional love and compassion and without judgment, you have shifted from that energy into an energy of having to defend your position. Okay. If you're defending yourself against anybody, then you have chosen a side in some way and you're defending that side. So that is how you know that you have been pulled into the lower vibe energy. So and that's when you can, okay, imagine if it's one person that say is coming at you on Facebook and you find yourself needing to defend yourself. Okay. You're going to put them in a bubble and you're not in that bubble with them. If you do, you can start. Like I have, I try to do this with my clients and they're like, oh, but I'm in the bubble. I'm like, okay, this is your bubble. You have the power to just step right out of it. Okay. You're the boss. You're in control of this. You are the boss. You are the sovereign empress, goddess, queen, king of your own energy. Okay. So you don't have to fall victim to this because we're not victims. And so this card is coming through definitely even toward the end of this story, right? Of this time frame. But it's coming through as kind of don't forget that awareness is everything, right? And you can step away from what's going on in the rest of the world. You can see it as an observer, and then you really can see where you were wasting your energy. Okay, why was I fighting for this issue when it was fabricated in the first place? Okay, why was I standing up and defending this side of things when there are no sides, when we're supposed to be holding hands and coming together and standing up for our individual sovereignty, no matter what that looks like for your neighbor. Okay. Sovereignty might look like vaccines and masks and other things that you don't like. None of your business. That's their sovereignty. Okay. It's their path, you guys. We have to let go of feeling responsible for everybody else's. Oh, but they're wrong and I'm right. That's how you know you've been pulled into the low vibe energy. Okay. If you feel like you have to defend yourself, if you feel like you need them to understand what you're saying because you need to be right, you need for them to see that they're wrong. Okay. That's how you know. Now continue to share your truth from your heart. Deep, compassionate truth. But the second you fall into judgment, step out of the bubble and you'll be able to see how useless it is. Okay. So let's keep going. So that's just a nice reminder. Last card is this 22. Very much a relationship card, very much a, I used to call it my twin flame number. That label is kind of falling away now. A lot of people don't even, it's not that we're afraid of it or we are resenting it. It's just not, it's not really prevalent in the energy right now. And I do feel like it's shifting. What we want to focus on is divine union. Okay. Divine union within, without. The twin flame energy is a very low vibe energy. It's a very chaotic, fighting, conflict energy, but it's for our growth. I get that. But I want to focus on what this 22 really means. So I love the crow, raven, probably a crow. Let's look up this symbol, ingoose. And again, you had 21 and 22, which is cool. I want to thank, again, Stacy DeMarco. Thank you for numbering these because it really helps when I look them up in the book. Ingoose, pronounced ingwaz. Ingwaz. Okay, profound. Oh my God, you guys. Guess what? You're getting the take it slow message again. I hope this is getting pounded into you, okay? Profound strength grows slowly. Do not take shortcuts. Don't think you have to get there fast. This is about the moment, right? All we have is now, and now, and now, and now. Not a year from now. Stop trying to skip steps, okay? Make use of stored power. What have we been doing through all this hermiting? Raising our vibration and opening our hearts, allowing our soul to expand. We have all this power and energy now within us that we never could access before. We're feeling it, okay? So make use of the stored power. The positive power of the masculine is available for all. Oh, I love that. Thank you, masculine, for peeking in again on this reading. Take action and learn by doing. So it's telling you to take action, but take, what is it called? Oh, I can't think of the word. Intentional is a good way to put it. It's not the word I was looking for, but take intentional action where you're not skipping anything. Okay. Take it slow, one step at a time. Follow the breadcrumbs. It's okay. Yes, I know maybe you think you can see the Emerald City in the distance, but you still have to take every step to get there. And if you try to run or sprint or fly or whatever, or climb or take the tops of the trees instead of on the ground, you're going to miss some stuff. You're going to miss some really important soul growth in some way. Okay. But let's see what else he's got. So and there's even a kind of a mantra: slow and steady, like a sapling growing to be the great tree with roots that run deep, grounded, that no wind can reap. Definitely earth energy. I got to peek ahead and see. Earth and fire. More fire coming through. So it's earth and fire. It's both the grounded and the take your time and the take it slow and don't fuck it up. And the fire into your ass. Like, yes, you can do stuff now. No storm can touch. Magic starts here. Ready. I am Ingwaz. Ingwaz is the rune of the masculine divine and represents the active doing power of the... Oh my God, you guys, what have I been saying? Yes, you get to do. It advises that its fertile and explosive power is available to us. I love that it says fertile because that's a feminine energy, notice. But you guys, there's no delineation between the two, really. The whole point for us doing this and going through this journey is to remember that they are so entangled and intertwined that they are one. Okay. And we will stop eventually categorizing them and labeling them as feminine or masculine, whichever, creation is, because we're not going to be there anymore. We're not going to need that for the healing. Okay. Okay, if we store our strength and energy over time, we can release it towards something we want. So we're not done, obviously, with the inner journey. We'll never be done with that. We're just going to get really good at it. And I promise life is going to get better. Like, I know people are like, oh my God, I cannot handle another dark night of the soul. I promise you can. Because you're going to get so good at it. You're going to be like, whoo, like I'm to the point now where I'm like, okay, I'm feeling off. I'm feeling something coming. I'm feeling a big healing coming. I think it's a dark night of the soul. And we don't even really like to call it that anymore. It's growth. It's soul growth. And I get to the point where I'm like, let's do this. Let's dig in and do this. Okay, I'm going to make my tea. I'm going to take my bra off. I'm going to get my Snuggie blanket that my mom made me. And I'm going to put on my favorite movies and shows that really crack me open. And I'm just going to dive right into this. So you'll get there too if you're not already. Okay. And here's a great example. For instance, when we first go to a gym, we don't attempt to lift a barbell that weighs more than we do. No, it's a process, right, of getting good at it. And so all these things you've been cultivating, you still have to take your time and integrate and get used to how each step feels before you can take the next one. And that is how we build the new earth, okay? A long-lasting, something that's going to last thousands and thousands of years. And I'm talking about physical healing centers. Like if we started building now, they're just going to get torn down, because I promise you there are building materials that we haven't started using en masse yet, that we haven't started using worldwide yet, for a lot of people that they're not even aware of yet. And if we started building now with the old ways of building, these things aren't going to last. And so that's why it's a process of getting there, right? And I'm not saying there are some centers already up and running and they're amazing, but I'm talking about these ones that I'm envisioning that are like these domes, and they're like all inclusive, everything we could ever need, and they're beautiful. And that's where my mission lies, and I cannot wait. But I know that I can't start building yet because I don't have the money. B, I don't have the wherewithal. I don't know people yet who are going to be part of this collaboration, that are going to start building these centers. And they'll come, and I know they'll come. So it's about trusting, right? Eventually we work up to it. This gradual increase of strength is applicable to our mind and mental powers as well as to our body and physical powers. So what's important to remember is this so much hermiting, really has kind of pulled us away from a world where you're always go, go, go. And we're trying to, for a lot of people, they're trying to just kind of grasp that old energy again. Oh, well, I can go now. I can go now because I'm feeling better and I did all this inner work and blah, blah, blah. And the thing is you can't do what you did before because that's old energy. So we need to tap into what it looks like now, what it feels like now. And that's why we have to take it really slow, Capricorn, okay? Because we're going to be feeling it out. Like everything, we're out on the front lines, creating the paths, right? We've got the big jungle knives and we are cutting through all of the jungle to make the paths so that they can find it, so that they don't get lost, right? And that takes time. That you can't just barrel through. We're not bringing in the heavy machinery. We have to do it knife swing by knife swing, because that's what we came here to do. That's how you build a life that is I don't want to say I almost said forever, but that's how you build things that last. That's how you build things with intention and passion and quality, right? And not even in the physical, but just talking about your spiritual growth too. There goes my okay. This is about really cultivating every step of the way and learning how to enjoy being in the moment. This is super important, okay? It's also about fertility. That's kind of cool. Ingwas can be used as a fertility talisman for both men and women. Now, fertility doesn't have to mean babies, but if you're at that point in your lives, then great. Then, tune into this energy because it's coming. The end of September, early October, this is what's coming. As the story unfolds, this is the last card, okay? And this, and again, the crow, the raven is a messenger. It's a guide. It's a partner. It's a familiar. It's guides coming, but it's also collaborations coming in. It's these people that you need for your mission are going to just start dropping from the sky, right? They're just going to start appearing in your path, and you're like, oh, okay. Like I just yesterday thought, oh, I can't wait to meet, somebody who does this or whatever. And the next day you're going to meet them. This is how fast it's going to unfold. And so that's why we have to be in that energy of trusting that divine timing knows more than our ego knows. Okay, I know we're anxious. I know we're impatient. But if we can just surrender and allow, and all the while engage in self-care, follow our hearts, continue to do what feeds our soul in the way that we can do it right now, then that is going to, you'll be amazed how that passes the time, right? And then before you know it, things are just going to start falling into place. And so Yeah, it's a beautiful message. It was a symbol of the male. I love that. This was a symbol of the male mysteries in Viking society. Isn't that funny? Because we often think of women as holding all the secrets, and men are like open books. Not true. Not true. Men are really being cracked open right now, are really being asked to face their emotional insecurities and really work on that and become more emotionally mature and really tune into their emotions and really tune into their feminine sides and figure out what the new energies need men to be. Okay. And what they came here to be. And so men have mysteries too, I guess. That's cool. I like that. And I love the light. Like, look at this. A lot of people think, oh, the crow, it's such a harbinger of dark time. Not true at all. This crow is like, hey, over here, dummy. Like, this is the way to go. Because look at the light behind him. Very bright. That crow is like, this is your path. Like, don't be afraid of it. And it's okay to take it slow because it's going to be hacking at the brush in the jungle. It's going to be hacking away because we're creating the new paths that have never been there before. And again, it's earth and fire. So again, this is longer because the new decks, but no regrets. I hope you got a nugget of wisdom out of this, Capricorn. If you feel like someone else in your life could benefit, please like, share, subscribe if you have not already. I do, channel all this from source with the intention to give guidance, right? And to highlight opportunities, right? I don't ever do gloom and doom. I'm not going to tell you that we're all going to die. I'm not going to tell you the meteorite is coming, right? What I'm going to tell you is we can choose a path that creates the new world that works for everyone, and that we are in charge of this reality. Okay. So, I had somebody, just yesterday say, oh, what if you, I want a card reading, but what if you see that I get hit by a truck from tomorrow? And I said, I won't see that because I set the intention to not see that kind of stuff. What I see, because that's just one possible timeline for somebody, right? We have, Sylvia Brown used to say, we all have 5 possible exits. And when you've used 4, then, the next, you don't have a choice. You have to take the 5th one. But until then, we can all choose to stay till the 5th one. Okay. So, it's just a possible future. The future is not ever solidified. We're choosing the timeline in every second, right? Okay. We're always shifting. We say, oh, there's major, and I talk about it too, that we're on this timeline. And yes, we are, but really what it is all these micro timelines coming together. Every time somebody makes a decision, another micro timeline comes in and becomes part of it and adjusts. It all adjusts, right? For all the decisions that all of us are making in every moment. It's mind-blowing, I know. So this is your story, Capricorn. I hope lots of power, lots of fire. Yes, lots of, okay, I know you want to get out there and act and do, but so much energy of take your time. Take your time. Your life is not going to fall apart to the point where you can't. Again, a lot of big changes are coming that people aren't going to like. That you may not like. You may have to walk away from a job. You may have to walk away from a partner. You may have to walk away from your hometown. Okay. You may have to walk away from your family, like, parents and siblings and whatever. A lot of us have already done that, in a big way, because we're the crazy ones. Right. And just cut all the cords with that. And it's not going to be fun, but just know that it's going to open. And again, this is your core card right in the middle, that is what's going to facilitate this new path opening up for you. Okay. So it's time to be brave. It's time to allow that masculine to come through, because that's bravery, courage, strength, action. Really what we're being told to act on right now is our own path versus the mission, if that makes sense. Like, keep moving on your path, keep working on your soul mission, do what you're passionate about, do what feeds your soul. But at the same time, the action is coming in the form of just continuing to take those steps forward and to be in the moment. Okay. And to know when to take that downtime and engage in self-care. And this is a very active energy, is taking control of every step of your life. I don't like the word control. I regretted that the minute I said it. Is focusing on your sovereignty and remembering that you're the boss of your own energy and you're the boss of your own reality. So you got queens, you got the energy of the mysteries of men. That's beautiful. I really love that. And again, 22, like 22 is the divine union number. And so I feel like it's coming through to say that, hey, women, you're doing it. Like this was, about women. Yes, we need to bring that masculine through. Good job. Like this is like the pat. Oh, thank God. The pat on the back. We did it because we not only started doing and acting, with courage and strength and confidence, but we also knew when to pull back. We also knew when to not act. Because again, remember, it's not about you. It's not always about you not being ready. Okay. A lot of it right now is about the world not being ready for what we've created. Not quite yet. Okay. They've got a lot of decisions to make yet come October. I just was doing the October overall forecast for this other product that I am a part of, Empath Ritual. The link is below if you're interested. It is a subscription for a monthly meditation, multi-sensory meditation that is tailored for the energies of every month. Okay. It's beautiful. And it is for all the senses. Okay. And you can do them each individually, or you can do it all together, and it's beautiful and it's quick. It's like 20 minutes. That's all you need every day, whenever you can. Anyway, check it out. But it's, I was doing the forecast, and October is bringing the decisions. It's bringing it is going to be the make or break, the do or die for humanity, for those who are going through this evolution on the soul level for the first time. Okay. As these particular souls, right? And so we're being asked to step away. We're being asked to step away and give them the space they need to make this decision. We can't make it for them. Okay. And I get lightheaded when I think about that, because it's like, yeah, it's big. It's big. And we so want them to make the right choice. You guys, if they need to go down this dark path a little longer, then we have to support that. That's what we came here to do. Okay. We didn't come here to fight over masks and other things. And I know I said the V word earlier. Fuck, they'll probably flag this video. But I'm not talking out against it or for it, right? I'm just putting it out there as a kind of useless distraction that really means nothing. So anyway, I'm going to shut up. I hope this, I hope you all get the notification for it, even though I said the word. What's wrong with you, Wendy? Capricorn, you have a beautiful couple weeks coming. So just allow, surrender. Don't push anything. Don't force anything. You'll know when to act, I promise. And don't forget about your self-care. Super important. I love you all. Thank you so much. And I will see you next time.